Is there a more laughter-inducing game than Tabs out there? With its wobbly units that can barely walk, massive roster of weird units, and element of unpredictability, but also often leads to very funny deaths. But it's not just a gag fest. It can be surprisingly strategic. Sure, sometimes it's easy. Spam cannons, where the units you can select are not restricted, so theoretically you can just place a cheap monster you created, but other times you have to consider the AI, how these units behave, and the terrain, if perhaps in such a blunt way as to place bait in the center and then have units from behind attack, while their abilities are still on cooldown. Plus, placing these silly soldiers isn't the only thing you do. There's hidden object gameplay, where you search around the map for inconspicuous items for a unit or sometimes campaign reward. Rewards worth having. And it has a ridiculously beefy custom unit creator. It's ridiculous what you can do, and I did it for a long time. But it is hard to balance these units. My dream of cops versus robber factions were hard to materialize, sometimes use some of their weapons without falling down. And there's no tutorials to tell you what to do, no story either. So the gameplay is the point, which may bother some, because if you don't possess a unit, it's quite indirect, and these wobbly puppets can take forever. The music is good, theme appropriate stuff, if you're okay with this sounding surprisingly serious. And the engine's great because it allows for a great deal of detail, even something as minute as a musket ball. Plus it's colorful and cute. If it does have some unrefinements like clothing poking through other pieces of clothing, the game allowing you to play more units than the system can handle, aka there's no pop cap, and the camera is a bit irritating because you can't set it where you want to watch from the start. You have to press start and then move it, meaning at best you have to pause first. And honestly, these unrefinements aren't a big problem, especially since